Welcome to the Invest for More Real Estate Podcast. My name is Mark Ferguson, and I am your host. I'm a house flipper. I flip 10 to 15 houses a year. I own 13 rental properties with a goal to buy 100 by 2023. I'm also a real estate agent. I've been licensed since 2001. I run a team of 9. We sell close to 200 houses a year. So on this show, we like to interview house flippers, landlords, and the best real estate agents in the business. So stay tuned for some great shows. If you want more information on my rentals, on the numbers, how I buy properties, check out InvestFourMore.com. Hey everyone, Mark Ferguson here with Invest for More. Welcome to another episode of the Invest for More Real Estate Podcast. On today's show, I'm going to be talking about some very important things, how to navigate Invest for More, all the different things I have to offer on the site, my products, the best way to contact me, videos. I just want to go through and make sure everybody knows all the resources we offer on the site, because there's a ton of stuff I do, a ton of stuff we kind of do on the back end that I think a lot of people miss and don't realize we actually help people with. So a few of the things I'm going to cover are, how to navigate the site itself, find articles, the podcast, the shop, what products we offer, what personal coaching products I have, how to contact me. Email's the best way, but there's also Facebook. We have a forum. There's Twitter. My videos, I've got tons of videos on YouTube. Advice videos, before and after videos of my flips, my rentals, videos of my car. And then I've got calculators on the site as well. So I'm going to try and go through all of that, give everyone kind of a bird's eye view of the site, how to use it, how to get the most information they can. And if you want help from me, the best way to do that as well. So I hope this episode kind of helps you out, helps you get more out of the site, and makes the time I spend on the site more valuable to you, because I do spend a lot of time on Invest for More. It's kind of taken over quite a bit of my life. As you can imagine, it's a pretty giant site right now. So I'm going to start at the very beginning, kind of the homepage of Invest for More. So if you just go to InvestFourMore.com, it'll be brought to our homepage, and you'll kind of see a sign up, become financially free through real estate, join 22,000 other real estate entrepreneurs. That number is actually like 26,000 now. I need to update that, but that's how many people are on my email list. So if you sign up here, you get a free book that is 64 pages long. This is not just a little tiny, 3-page newsletter. This is a good sized book with a ton of information. Get it for free as soon as you sign up. Then you get on our email list, which sends all kinds of other great information, great articles, kind of walks you through investing in rentals, flipping, financing, all of that. So it's not just a big sales pitch. I don't promote every other real estate investors program out there like some other people will. There's very few programs I promote, and you might get, one email that mentions one of those programs. It's not going to be 10 different emails in 10 different days trying to get you to their seminar or anything like that. So I've tried to be very upfront, very forward on how I run my business and site, and I'm not about just trying to send people to other real estate gurus. That's not what I'm here for. So you've got that there. If you sign up for the free ebook, you'll get that right away. You can see where I've been featured on. We need to update that as well. I was recently featured in Time, which was awesome, and Forbes. So there are 2 articles that featured me in those, but I've been on Zillow a few times, Realtor.com a few times. Realtor Mag ran a series of articles on goal setting on me last year. I think I had 4 different articles with them. LinkedIn Pulse featured me a couple times, the Huffington Post, and Trulia, many other places I've been mentioned in or been featured in. So that's been really awesome. I actually had a photo shoot a couple weeks ago for an article that's coming up. The Associated Press drove down from Denver to do a photo shoot for me, which is about an hour away. And I'm going to be an article on the housing market. I'm not sure where it's going to be yet, but Associated Press wrote it. Very nice reporter from New York. So we'll see when that comes out and where it will be. I'm pretty excited about that. And then, of course, you scroll on down. You can see a little bit about me, my car. I started out as a real estate agent, kind of a reluctant agent to get into the business. Got into investing, of course. the ARIO world. We've got a get started page that kind of shows people some of the best articles. And you scroll down, you'll see some of my quick start programs. Those are, video training courses on becoming a real estate agent or getting into rental property. So I'll talk more about that later. And again, at the bottom, download my free guide again. So that's the homepage. And then if you go back to the top, you will see in blue our menu. So you've got home, about, blog, resources, podcast, forum, calculators, shop. So if you go to the about page, that talks about me, more of my story. I won't spend a lot of time there. That's pretty easy to go to and read about. If you go to the blog, that takes you to all the articles I've written. So it will give them to you in the order they've been written. So you can see the Fix and Flip video training course was my last article I wrote yesterday. We had one come out on Friday, one on last Wednesday, one on last Monday. The podcasts are on there. So all of these I write myself, unless it's very clear that it's provided by another company or a guest post. But, I have very few of those. I don't have ghostwriters. I don't have someone else write them for me and I look them over. I write them from start to finish. And then depending on how much time I have, I try to send it to an editor to have them look it over real quick to fix my typos. And then I get it published. A lot of times I'm writing on the seat of my pants, and I'll write these articles right before I publish them. So if you're curious how they work. But yeah, if you click on one of these articles, they'll take you to the full article. You can read through it. It has all the information on there and have some videos in some of the articles. Get to the bottom of the article, and it's got related posts on, some other similar articles that might be close to this one. And if you look on the right side of the page, you'll kind of see the sidebar is what it's called. So you'll see, learn how I increased my net worth by $600,000 in 3 years with rental properties. That will give you that free ebook as well. You can search InvestFourMore right below that. Just click in the little box where it says, what are you looking for? And you can search for any term. And if I have an article title that matches that term, it will pull up everything for you. So if you want to search for flipping, if you want to search for rental properties, real estate agents, that'll pull up any articles having to do with it. If you want to search for 1031 exchange, just type in 1031, it'll pull it up. And then connect with InvestFourMore is below that. As you can see, I'm up to 16,000 likes on Facebook, almost 10,000 on Twitter. You can connect with me on all those places by clicking on those links. LinkedIn says 500 followers because it maxes you out at 500. I think I'm somewhere around 5,000 on there. You can see my books on Amazon. Of course, my Build a Rental Property Empire book, Fix and Flip book. Both of those are on sale right now. Amazon has dropped the price from $15.99 to $11.99 for Build a Rental Property Empire, and Fix and Flip Your Way to Financial Freedom is from $11.99 to $9.99 on Amazon. Those are both the paperback versions. The Kindle versions are even cheaper. All right, we've got kind of an ad for rental property portfolios. That is a company that does 30-year fixed loans, portfolio loans for investors. I've talked to them. I might use them to refinance some properties. And below that, you'll see categories, all the different categories on the blog. Real estate agents, rental strategies, fix and flip. If you click on that, it'll take you to all the articles that are just in that category and a few more things down on the sidebar. But that's the gist of it. All right. Now we've gone through that. If you go back up to the top menu in blue, you'll see podcasts. You're listening to this podcast now. So I assume you know how to listen to the podcast. But if you click on that podcast menu, that will take you to all the podcasts I have done. So they go from most recent on back. You can scroll all the way down to my very first one. I'm up to 40. Oh, this will be number 49. So I'm almost been doing this a year now. I do one every week. And you can click on the podcast, read a little bit about what's going on, and then listen to it to get more information, of course. And please, love to have any reviews you can leave me on iTunes. That helps me out, get to more listeners. So if there's anything you can do for me, leave a review on iTunes. All right. And then next to the podcast, we have the forum. Honestly, I don't get to the forum as much as I should, but I do go on there usually at least every week and try to reply to everybody who's asking me questions. So you can see it's getting pretty active. It was a little bit slower for a while, but now it's getting active again. There's looks like 7 posts on there that I have not looked at yet that came up recently. So I'm going to look at those here later today, and hopefully I can respond to them and get some information. So that's one way to talk to me, talk to other investors. And if we go back to InvestFourMore, we have the calculators. So if you hover over calculators, it brings you the cash flow calculator and the cash on cash calculator. So these tools I love. The cash flow calculator tells you what your cash flow is going to be on rental properties. You enter the monthly rent, your loan, your taxes, your insurance, enter maintenance costs, which I help you do with a table, figure out how much the maintenance will be, vacancy costs, which I also help you figure out, property management, HOA, and then it tells you how much money you'll be making each month on cash flow. Really cool calculator. It is free to use just right on the site. And then the cash on cash calculator, you kind of take that cash flow and you put it into my calculator here with your loan amount, how much money you put into the house, and it tells you how much money you're making, cash on cash return, based on how much cash you invested into the house. So I love that number. That tells me a lot about how much money I'm making, what a good rental property is. I will be coming out with new calculators soon. I'm going to have a fix and flip calculator, which gives you real basic information on what a good fix and flip is. And I'm also going to be coming out with some premium calculators for calculating rehab costs, repairs. And then also, I've been working on a rental property calculator that's very detailed for a long time. But I've been getting caught up on being able to export an extremely complicated Excel program onto the internet and getting everything done how I want it to. The quotes I've had to actually do that are like close to six figures to have someone create these calculators, and that's why it has not been done yet. But I'm trying to figure out a little cheaper way to do it because, frankly, it's not worth it for me for the blog at this moment. But we'll see what happens with that. All right. So, and then the last thing, there's a shop and resources I have on the toolbar or the menu bar. And if you click on resources, you can see I have all the tools, the things that really help me out in my investing. So it starts with kind of my real estate books, Build a Rental Property Empire. That's a paperback book, doing awesome. Like I said, it's on sale right now. Have to go to Amazon to buy it. We've got a link right there to Amazon. Fix and Flip Your Way to Financial Freedom is also in paperback on Amazon. Both those are Kindle versions too. You do not have to have a Kindle to read the Kindle version. Basically, any phone, any iPhone, any Android, any laptop, tablet, you can download an app and read a Kindle ebook from your phone or your computer. You don't have to have a Kindle. All right, and then below that, I've got more real estate books. These are all Kindle versions, or I have PDF versions on my site too. And some of these I may make into paperbacks eventually. It takes a lot of work to create a paperback book. I am working on how to make it big in real estate, my real estate agent book. I am close to getting that as a paperback. I'm rewriting the whole book, re-editing it, and going to relaunch that soon. So that'll be in paperback eventually. And then I've got a new goal-setting book I'm working on too, which is not done yet. All right. Then below that, you'll see I have tools for investing success. These are, you have my calculators, tenant screening, fix and flip spreadsheets. Some of these are sites that I've used before. Some of them are articles on my site. It just gives you an idea of how to calculate rents, how to find financing, how to set up the correct entity, how to use land trusts, accounting, rent collecting, all kinds of different information on here that I found valuable. All right, then I have some of my video training programs below that. I'll go through these real quick here. The Quick Start Rental Property Video Training, what that is it's basically me talking about how I find deals, how I get them from the MLS, and it goes through screenshots of me searching the MLS, how I set up searches, what I look for, what I'm looking for when I look at MLS listings to give you an idea of what I'm doing to get awesome deals. I also talk about how to find deals if you're not an agent too, because if you're not an agent, you might not have access to MLS, but I help you figure that out too. Then I walk through some houses. I take videos of properties that were for sale at the time. I didn't end up buying any of those, but I do walk you through one of my rental properties too. So that video training is $19, super affordable. I forget exactly how much time, close to 2 or 3 hours, I think, a video. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But it says when you click on there and go to the shop, which I can do right now. It'll tell you. So if you click on the title, it'll take you to my shop where you can purchase the rental property video training. And same thing, my 100K real estate agent video training, that's $19. That goes through, I think it's 5 different videos, me talking about exactly how to become an agent who can make $100,000 very quickly. No, don't get me wrong. You're not limited to making $100,000 as an agent. That's kind of a starting point, the way I feel. You can make so much money as an agent if you really know what you're doing. And this video training kind of helps you get an idea of what it takes, what you need to focus on. That's $19 too. All right. And then I have some other real estate investing programs. The Complete Blueprint for Successful Real Estate Investing. That's a program I've had for a while. I'm doing a conference call later today for the people in that group. We do a conference call twice a month where I talk about a certain subject, an investing topic. People send in questions beforehand. I answer questions, and then I take live questions during the calls as well. So anybody on the call can ask questions from me. That also comes with audio CDs, email coaching from me, 300-page guide, tons of information on there, video modules. And we actually mail you and ship you the guide and the CDs, or if you can download the MP3s right away as well. So that's a complete blueprint for successful real estate investing. If you have any questions or interested in that, send me an email. Often I have discount codes I can give people. Mark@InvestFourMore.com. Sometimes we run sales on it. We just had a sale last week where I was doing 50% off anything in the shop because my email went down for 3 days. We were switching themes on the website and things got a little crazy. So if you see anything wrong with the website right now, that's probably why we switched themes and some things get messed up, but we're slowly working through all that. And if you do find something that looks a little messed up, let me know and we'll try and get that fixed right away. All right, 6-figure real estate agent success system. That's similar to the blueprint, but it's for real estate agents. So basically kind of the same thing. Audio CDs, MP3s, a guide, video training, and we do calls twice a month as well. This is for real estate agents, building a team. If you're just getting started, if you don't have your license yet, lots of awesome information. And one thing too, for both of these programs, all the calls are recorded and you get all the past calls when you sign up. So I think we've done, I don't know how many calls for each of them, probably 20 for the complete blueprint. You get all those recorded calls, all the links to them with the subject matter, what we talked about. Same thing for 6-figure. We don't have quite as many calls, so I haven't had it as long, but all the previous calls are available to anyone who signs up for those. And then my real estate agent, REO and BPO starter kit. REO is how I made it in this business. That's how I started becoming very successful in real estate. And this kit shows you everything I did to get business, to find asset managers, to get started doing BPOs. That kit goes through it all, gives you a sample resume, tells you how to complete a BPO, a sample BPO form, all types of great information there. Plus we have video training that go with it. And I do have consulting. I've got a few people who want to talk with me one-on-one on the phone. And that's how you do it, is clicking on Consulting with Mark Ferguson. You can set up some times with me. For people who want to do a kind of an ongoing thing, I can offer some discounts, but my time is very valuable, and talking one-on-one with people takes a lot of time because I'm usually researching, helping them out outside of the call as well. It's not like I just spend that time on the call with them. So, but there's that option there. And if you keep going down, we've got webinars. I've done a number of webinars on real estate agents, rental properties, buying out of state. So a lot of my rentals webinars are listed right there. You can watch those, or all of them are over an hour long, I believe. Turnkey rentals. If you don't want to go through the trouble of buying a rental property, it can be work. I can let you know who some turnkey companies are. I bought a turnkey rental property in Ohio. So if you click on there, I'll give you more information, tell you about turnkey properties. Success programs. So there's a couple of sites I really, really like if you really want to improve your career. Success.com, ton of information. I bought a lot of Darren Hardy's CDs, programs. He is awesome. I love that site. I love their magazine. Really good stuff. The 100-Day Challenge, that's a goal-setting program. If you listen to one of my podcasts with Brandon Turner from Bigger Pockets, he loved the 100-Day Challenge. He keeps doing it over and over again. And it makes you set goals and pay attention to them every day. It just is awesome. Secret Entourage PJ Gadami was on my podcast when I first got started. He is incredible. Immigrated from Iran to France to the US when he was very young. Started multiple multi-million-dollar companies in his 20s. Really cool, inspirational guy. And he talks all about it on our podcast. And then he also has an awesome site called Secret Entourage, where they take other entrepreneurs who are willing to talk about their success, how they got started, where they've come from. And I've been featured on there. Lots of other great people. Awesome place to learn from other successful people. All right, keep going down to my resources page and some of my most popular posts. I list them there. My plan to purchase 100 properties, fix and flipping, real estate agent information. So those are some of my most popular articles. And then you can see my blog categories there, help you kind of quick navigation to what you're mostly interested in. If you want rental properties, flipping, financing, goals, and success information, you can go to the main articles on those topics. And then at the bottom, I have information on every single rental property I own. So you see them all listed 1 through 16. You click on there and it takes you an article about the property, what I bought it for, what it rents for. Many of them have videos of the property. Some don't, because I had properties before I started the blog and started doing videos. But a lot of them have videos. You can see all the numbers and what's going on with those. And at the very bottom, my before and after videos. These are videos on YouTube. So if you have not seen my YouTube channel, just search for Mark Ferguson YouTube, and you'll see investing videos where I talk about rental properties, fix and flips, being a real estate agent, all of that information, just kind of educational videos to help people out. I have before and after videos for my fix and flips and my rentals there. So you'll see a lot of my flips before I fixed them up, after, and then I have some videos of my Lamborghini as well, and a trip I took to Seattle to see some other Lamborghinis, and all kinds of great information on my YouTube channel. And you can always leave comments and I'll respond there as well. So that is my resources page, some of my products, different things I have. So check out the resources page. Great place to find information on the site. Now, the best way to contact me, some people do find my phone number and have called me. That is not a good way to contact me. That does not make me happy because I'm very busy. I cannot take phone calls from random people asking me about investing or being an agent. My phone is it's restricted for straight business. I don't have time to talk to people all day on the phone. So email is the best way to talk to me. Mark@InvestFourMore.com. You can send me an email. And if you really, the best way to get in touch with me is probably leaving comments on YouTube, Facebook, or you can even tweet at me. Twitter, I'm pretty active on. That's really the best way to talk to me, and you'll usually get the fastest response that way. So on Facebook, it's just facebook.com/InvestFourMore. You can just search for InvestFourMore on Facebook. My page will pop right up. Like the page. I have a ton of articles I'm posting on there, pictures, information on what's going on in my investing world, if I'm buying new flips or the 34 acres I bought, what's going on with that, all kinds of information. And then, besides the Invest for More page, we have an Invest for More real estate investing group. So if you search for groups or just search for Invest for More real estate investing group, it's a public group, few hundred members in there, really good information. Lots of high-level investors in there, people asking questions, commenting. So not only do you get comments from me, but other investors as well who are very successful. Looks like we've got 500 members now. Oh, wow, that's cool. I didn't know we were up that high. So we've got that group, and that is not a place where you're going to find a bunch of people advertising for loans and other properties and wholesale deals. This is strictly investing. I moderate it. I keep out all the spam. I keep out all the junk. Some of the other real estate investing groups you'll find on Facebook are just full of advertisements. We don't allow that here. We get those people out of here real fast. So Facebook is an awesome place to find me. Our Invest for More real estate investing group, anybody can join. Very easy to do. The forum is also another place, but honestly, I'm not on the forum as much as I am on the Facebook group. Everyone uses Facebook so much. That's really the best way to contact me, get in touch with me. And yeah, so I think I went through most everything I want to talk about. Of course, the podcast, some of the products, the coaching products I have, consulting, all that. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention. I have 2 email lists. So if you get signed up for I have an investor email list and a real estate agent email list. So if you're on one of them and want to be on the other, there's a spot to do that when I send you emails from one of the lists, or you can just email me. I can put you on them. But the real estate agents, if you go to any real estate agent article, that will have a separate opt-in for a real estate agent list, and that'll give you a completely different free ebook as well. So, if you go to an article like, what is the difference between a realtor and a real estate agent? Then you'll see a little opt-in below the first paragraph that says, get started making $100,000 a year as a real estate agent. That gives you a free ebook, and on my real estate agent email list, which gives you the same thing, articles on real estate agents, different training options, some coupons on my products, which the other investor list has as well. And again, it's not a big sales pitch for other sites. It's not a big sales pitch just for my stuff. It is good, genuine information. So there are 2 email lists on my site, which can confuse some people, but there's a reason, because many people want to know about real estate agent information. Many people want to know about the investor information. All right. Actually, there is one last thing I want to talk about. I almost forgot. On my resources page, it's not there yet because it's brand new, is my new fix and flip program. So if you go to my shop, which you can do on that top menu bar as well, the blue menu bar on the blog, it says shop on the far right. That takes you to all the things we discussed on the resources page, the different products, the quick start rental property, the 100K real estate agent program, my BPO kit. Well, I have a new fix and flip video training course that just came out. We had a few bugs on Monday when it was launched, so I know some of you may not have been able to get to the shop, but we got that fixed. So if you had some problems, you can go there now. It's $97, 3 hours of videos I created just for the fix and flip. It's, 15 different videos. I'm not sure exactly. You can't get those anywhere else. Tons of other resources. You will get all the fix and flip calculators, the rehab calculators as well with this program when they'll be out. Those will be out in the next 2 weeks. So you don't have to pay anything extra for those. And this just goes through everything I've learned flipping. I have 11 flips going right now. Historically, I've averaged over $30,000 in profit on each flip, and that includes financing costs, selling costs. That's not the HGTV, profit numbers that forget all those costs. And I go through how I find them in detail, from auctions, from direct marketing to MLS. I go through how much money you need, how much profit you need, selling costs, carrying costs, all the costs you need to pay attention to, how much time it'll take, how to find contractors, what repairs to make, how much those repairs will cost, how to sell a flip, all that information I go through. And it's all online videos you can watch. You can listen to them in your car. Please don't watch the videos while you're driving. Always have to say that. And this week, if you use Flip20, you get 20% off that. So that coupon again is Flip20. So check that out. Really awesome program. Took me a long time to put that together, but I think it's great. I've sent it to a few people to kind of preview before I launched it. They loved it. They thought it was awesome. So that one will be up on the resources page soon, but it's not there yet, but it is on the shop. And I did write a post on it on Monday, which you may have seen. So I think that is all I've got. I went through my site, the podcast, the forum, the Facebook groups, Twitter, YouTube, all of that. Tons of resources. I've tried to really give a lot out there for people who want different things. And hopefully it's helped you become more successful and helped you in your investing career. If anybody wants personal help from me, I love to do that. I don't charge $20,000 or $30,000 like some of these other programs like Rich Dad or the Fortune Builders. There's a lot of groups out there trying to get people to learn to flip, but they take all their money that they would ever use to flip in the first place, which is kind of doesn't make much sense to me. So, all right. Again, if you want to reach out to me, mark@investformore.com. If you want the free ebooks, make sure you sign up for my email list. Quick start rental property programs are a great way to start. The books are an awesome way to start. Build a Rental Property Empire is a great book. Please leave a review for me if you enjoyed it on Amazon. All right, I'm signing out. Thanks for listening, and I hope to hear from some of you soon.